to another episode of Look What I Found, and I'm going to show you some really cool pieces today that I found and tell you a little bit about them. This is I believe it's a limestone, and the thing that's really cool about this is you'll see in the center it has a light area surrounded by, well, it looks almost like what do you call it? A concretion looks like when it's broken open, but it's not a concretion. What I really like about this, though, is that, as you can see here, along this line, there's a trace fossil, and there are others in here that show the track of some critter who was making its way across a prehistoric ocean at some point or another. So this is a really cool piece. It probably measures about 8 inches long by 5 inches across by 2 inches thick. It's a very heavy piece. It cost me a fortune too. I got this at a yard sale today for 10 cents. Here's a piece of pink and black granite, and it's a very nice piece. It has fine crystalline structures in it. Just really nice. You see a large pinkish crystal here. The black is all crystalline. As you flip it over, it's not quite as attractive on the other side, but it's because it's got a lot of dust on there that I still need to clean off. But it is really a beautiful piece. Nice specimen that will be a nice addition to my collection. This piece again cost me 10 cents, and it's just a little bit smaller than the limestone piece that I just showed you a moment ago. The piece that's got me a little bit excited because this is a solid piece of granite. It's got some quartz crystalline structures in it, but all through it you can see gold. It is, and then there's a large patch of it here. This I do not believe is pyrite. I have specimens of pyrite in my collection. It doesn't look anything like it. Here's another big quartz crystal area here, in more gold coloration here, and as I said, it goes through the whole piece. Is it gold? I don't know. I'm going to try to find out how to have it checked, but if it is gold, it is probably the most remarkable find that I have made, either digging or at my new form of treasure hunting since my health has changed, yard and garage sailing. So this piece is incredibly heavy for its size, and that to me is a good indicator too that it may actually contain gold. It should weigh only about maybe a pound or maybe 2. This baby weighs 9 pounds. So I will see what happens when I get to take this to somebody to have it checked, and who knows, maybe I will be able to afford to buy a real professional studio to make my videos at. Here's a nice little pudding stone. This pudding stone comes from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and Canada. This piece is probably just smaller than a hardball baseball, and it has a lot of the red inclusions in it. Small piece, very attractive. I'm glad to have this piece in my collection. A year or so, well, actually now about 3 years ago, I sold a huge boulder of this out of my backyard for $200 and some to a collector from downstate Michigan who was using it to oh, I can't think of the word now, to landscape. There it is, to landscape his yard. Two pieces, I'm not sure. I think they probably are 1940s, 1950s. I don't know, they could be earlier 20s, I don't know, but I've seen them before. In fact, my grandmother had similar pieces in her house when I was a kid. These are beautiful. They're in very, very nice condition. This one, the creamer, there are no markings on the bottom that indicate where they were produced. The glass is extremely thin, but it's a beautiful blue color glass. And then that's the creamer, and then over here is the sugar container. Again, beautiful blue glass. I love blue glass. And nice lid. And again, there's nothing on the bottom that would indicate where or when this was made. I have a collection of old pictures. I have probably about 20, 25. This one is pretty cool. I don't think it's extremely old, but it is from Cutty Sark. And it is done really, really nicely. On the other side, it shows Captain John Willis of the Cutty Sark Old White Hat, he's also known as. And this is in really good condition. Like everything I've shown you so far today, this cost me remarkably a whole dime. And on the bottom, it says imported by the Buckingham Corporation, New York, New York, distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland, 86, I think that says. And while this is not a real old piece, it is a vintage piece. It is a beer stein. It has a sticker on it that it was indeed made in Germany. It has an eagle head up on the handle where you lift the top to sip the brew. There's another eagle up there, and it has eagles on both sides of the stein. Very nice piece, very pretty. Again, it was a dime. And I'm running out of time on this because this particular SD card is only giving me 6 minutes to show you these pieces. I may be back a little bit more, or a little bit later, because I found more things that I've showed you so far here today. Everything I found today cost me a total of only $2.